there's a brilliant speech I want you guys to listen to. A speech that was given by the new leader. I don't think now we need to be calling him a new leader because it's been 2 months since he's been in power. The president, current sitting president, Mr. Duma, Boko, the president of the Republic of Botswana. Is it the Republic of Botswana or Botswana? Yeah, Botswana, Republic of Botswana. The leader was giving a very powerful speech, speaking to African leaders and African upcoming leaders about what is it that they all need to prioritize in Africa and in their own countries within Africa. It's a brilliant speech. It's because I don't want to share my opinion on it. I can't even put this into words because I'm still amazed by this man's eloquence. But listen here.
I am greatly honored to be in your company today. And even as I moderate my thoughts, I also remember, I think it was William Butler Yeats, who said, it takes more courage to plumb the inner depths of your own soul than it does for a soldier to fight on the battlefield. The amount of courage that we need here today for the exercise that you'll be engaged in the next 3 days and going forward requires more courage than that required for a soldier on the battlefield. That indicates the enormity of the challenge and the task that you have in front of you. In part to make sure that this conference does not degenerate into merely a generous exchange of flattery, a failure to probe honestly, brutally honestly, I must indicate, the challenges that face us as a continent and the world, the responses that we've fashioned in the past, and an open acknowledgement of our foibles and failures that have resulted in us being stuck as a continent in situations where our people are subjected to the grinding indecencies of poverty, and where the actions of government have operated to snuff out any democratic energies and impulses amongst the people. I hope at the end of this conference you'll have reignited the passion. You would have fueled, augmented and deepened democracy at the very least, but that you'll also have inspired us to more action geared at lifting our people from poverty and raising our continent to take its rightful place as a leader in the world and not just an emerging frontier. The theme of your conference, Securing Africa's Economic Future Amidst Rising Uncertainty, could not be more relevant. We appreciate, and we need constantly to remind ourselves of the unpredictability of the global landscape, and that Africa stands at a crossroads to closely address the obstacles affecting the livelihoods of our citizens. The importance of your theme lies in its focus on Africa's urgent need to leverage on its collective strengths in order to secure a prosperous economic future for its citizens. I must commend the African Development Bank, the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, and the United Nations Development Programme for coming up with this more than apt and befitting theme. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the global economic environment remains volatile with rising inflation, supply chain disruptions, tightening monetary policies across developed economies, and these impact our own fiscal stability. The threat of climate change always looms large on the horizon, threatening our agricultural productivity and livelihoods. In addition, geopolitical tensions, Africa's challenges rooted in internal conflicts, regional disputes, and global power struggles also present challenges. These present challenges to Africa's economic development. Navigating these challenges during these uncertain times requires a multifaceted approach that addresses human development, geopolitical, economic, environmental, and other challenges in a holistic manner. Notwithstanding all these, there is hope yet. Amidst this rising uncertainty, Africa still has unique prospects which, if harnessed effectively, can transform challenges into opportunities for the continent, not only to survive, but also, and more importantly, to thrive. Our Africa is still rich in natural resources, and it is critical that we develop and strengthen value chain systems for value addition to Africa's vast natural resources and to prioritize the use of these in Africa. Not only will this diversify the African economies enormously, but it will also create more jobs in our countries. There is great potential within the agricultural sector in most African countries, where innovation is key to increased production and food security. We must work together to create efficient, productive, and effective agricultural systems and agribusinesses in Africa. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we as Africa are blessed with a young, vibrant, restless population, which in and of itself is a tremendous asset. And it is a tremendous asset if we invest in it and invest wisely. Our young people are the innovators, entrepreneurs, and leaders, not of tomorrow, but of the now, who must drive our economic growth and create inclusive, resilient societies where no one will be left behind. We must therefore prioritize investments in their education and equip them with the necessary skills for them to be able to drive innovation and build a workforce capable of thriving in the digital economy. We live at a time when multilateral cooperation and integration of economies into regional trading blocs is more urgent than ever before.